I spent the last few years building a successful online business while learning from some of the most brilliant marketing minds and coaches on the planet. And now, I've walked away from that business to start over again from scratch. Why? Because, like you, I felt the calling of contribution and the all-consuming need to create a business giving me the freedom to put fatherhood and family first, while fulfilling my calling to share my expertise in order to serve and impact others in a positive way. Join me now as we walk the path together to create the life and business of our dreams. I'm Evans Putman. Welcome to the journey of the profitable, purposeful entrepreneur. Hey everybody, so yesterday I posted about a recent trip I had to Denver, Colorado. I was there for a Russell Brunson event, Unlock the Secrets, amazing event. We got to get a sneak peek into his upcoming book, Traffic Secrets, and some amazing information the whole weekend long. One of the things I want to share real quick is that he did mention his favorite platform is podcasting. And for those of you that don't know, I just released a new free video that shows how we grew our podcast to over 150,000 downloads each and every month. And we did this in only 8 months without Facebook ads, an agency, or even a big team. If you want it, go to onepodcastaway.com. That's the word ONE, podcastaway.com/grow. onepodcastaway.com/grow. Okay, back to this very cool thing that happened. I was at the Denver Zoo because I had some extra time just to hang out in Denver before my flight left. And while observing the animals, I had an epiphany. And it just hit me like, now I know one of the biggest reasons that entrepreneurs are not successful in their business. And it's something I'd heard many times before, but as in many cases, by just seeing the animals and observing the animals, it was like the light bulb just went off. Light bulb moment. So here's what it was. When you look at zoo animals, for instance, let's say monkeys. Monkeys have something that they're really good at, a superpower. Swinging through the trees from vine to vine. You don't see monkeys trying to dive into the river and swim underwater to catch fish. I was watching the penguin. You don't see the penguins trying to swing through the vines, through the trees, and eat bananas. The penguins are like rocket ships underwater, catching fish and evading predators. You don't see the gazelles trying to climb trees, right? You don't see the gazelles trying to fly. The gazelles have their own superpower. The one thing that they do awesome that helps protect them from predators. They can take off at a moment's notice. They can also switch directions like Barry Sanders, for those of you old school NFL people out there. And this was what it made me think of. Entrepreneurs try to do everything, and they often fail because of that. So think about that again. Entrepreneurs try to do everything, and it causes them to fail the majority of the time. So, how can an entrepreneur be more like a zoo animal and be successful? Well, it's simple. Find one thing that you are really good at and focus on that one thing. Simplify. What is your superpower? And you might be asking, okay, so I find my superpower, I'm good at something, but maybe I'm good at 3 or 4 things. How do I choose which one? Well, one easy way to do this is to take a look at what brings your clients the biggest result. What gives them the most value? What gives them the biggest ROI when they work with you? What's going to give them the biggest fast win? And what do you have a passion for? So if you don't have a passion for it, even if it brings a huge result for your clients, even if it's hugely valuable, you're going to hate what you do. So find what you're passionate about, what you're good at, but also what gives the biggest bang for your buck or for your customer's buck. Then turn that into your one thing. Focus on that one thing, right? Russell Brunson, I believe, said, I'm not going to quote him directly because I don't remember the exact quote, but I do remember him saying, focus on one avatar, one customer avatar, one offer, and one funnel before you ever switch to anything else. Make your first $1 million with one avatar, one customer avatar, one offer, one funnel. Same thing here, right? If you had a penguin who thought he was going to spend all his time swinging through the trees, trying to fly, trying to outrun tigers in the fields or in the African deserts or wherever, the Sahara, I'm just losing my mind at this point because I'm so excited about this epiphany, then that penguin's going to fail miserably. So remember just one thing. That's it. Simplify one thing. Okay, and let me give you a couple examples. When I know my last business partner, he talked about how he struggled in real estate for all these years. And he was working many, many hours, and he was making very little money. It was hurting his family life, his professional life, everything else. Then he focused on one thing and one thing only. He decided he was going to be a listing agent and only a listing agent. And then next thing you know, he was making 6 figures. He was making 7 figures. He was making 8 figures. He retired, I believe, when he was 46. He was only working 4 days a week, if that, and doing all of this because he focused on one thing, and that one thing made him successful. I can give you another example. I had a friend who was really good at funnels, was really good at offers, was really good at content, was really good at writing, but they decided what they really liked doing was writing emails that converted, emails that made their clients a lot of money. And once they focused on that, their business went through the roof. Same thing with me. When I decided, I've dabbled in building ClickFunnels. I've built funnels, sales funnels. I've done Facebook ad campaigns. I've written copy. I've done many, many things through my career as an entrepreneur, but I found my niche when I started focusing on podcast monetization. I got a chapter that I just wrote in a book. I've created a course for it. I've created a lot of support materials. I'm starting a group coaching plan for my clients because I know I can get big results, just like I did with my past client where we made over $500,000 annually with our podcast. So focus on the one thing you can do and really do well that you're passionate about. That will give your clients big results, and you're going to be very, very successful. I appreciate each of you. If you're watching this is the first time the Profitable Purposeful Entrepreneur has been on video and also on audio. So if you're listening to this and you want to watch it, you can go to my Facebook page at Evans Putman HQ. That's facebook.com/Evans Putman HQ. Or if you're watching this, you can actually go and listen to the Profitable Purposeful Entrepreneur and all the episodes on iTunes. And please, definitely, if you find value in this, give us a rating, give us a review. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me a message. I'd love to chat. If you need help monetizing your podcast, growing your amount of listeners on your podcast, getting some strategies on how to build a list of highly engaged listeners from your podcast, shoot me a message. Let's talk. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. What's up, everybody? I'm really excited. You all have been asking me about this, and finally, it's here. Finally, it's here. What am I talking about? Well, I just put up the free case study showing how we grew our podcast over to 150,000 monthly downloads. And we did it in only 8 months without Facebook ads, without hiring an expensive agency, without having a big team. And I'm sharing the exact 3-step strategy that you can use in this case study. The same strategy. You can put it to use now to grow your listeners fast for your podcast. So go to onepodcastaway.com. That's the word, ONE, onepodcastaway.com
right now to get this extra special case study video. Believe me, you don't want to miss this. Here's the thing about it that's different than most case studies. Instead of just giving you the what, the strategy, I actually give you the how, the tactics. I'm over-delivering because I want you to start seeing the same results that we got with our podcast. So go there now, onepodcastaway.com, get the free case study. You'll reach your ideal audience. You'll learn how to reach your ideal target your ideal customers. And you're going to learn how to grow your podcast fast so you can start getting traffic to your offers, pre-sold traffic, and turn that into dollars. Everybody have a great one. onepodcastaway.com. I'll talk to you soon.